want to thank the members of our families who traveled very, very far. Our family from England and Jeanette's family from Connecticut, Florida, and DC. For the people that couldn't join us because of the storm, we're thinking about them. Jeanette will catch up with them in Florida. So I'm supposed to describe Tim and talk a little bit about Tim for members of the bride's family that might not know Tim very well, or maybe haven't met him before today. Tim is he's self-sufficient, he's fiercely independent, and he has the emotional range of a toaster oven. Which is why it's quite so remarkable that Jeanette was able to capture his heart in the way that she has done and persuade him to undertake such a daunting commitment as marriage. And Joe alluded to this, and I think it's right. Tim has never shown any trepidation or doubt or hesitation about marrying Jeanette, which I think is a beautiful and special thing. And you rarely, I think it's natural to have doubts. And Tim has just never had any of them ever that I can see. And it's easy to see why Tim is so taken with Jeanette. She's graceful and poised. She's artistic and athletic, and she's tremendously loving and patient with Tim. Tim has required a tremendous amount of patience. She's suffered for, I think the worst of all is some of Tim's more avant-garde musical performances. Like Tom Chirac, I don't know where you're sitting, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Those are the chief perpetrators. And Joe alluded to this too. Jeanette has had a tremendously positive impact on Tim. There was a time when Tim was the kind of guy who would borrow your car, rack up $700 worth of parking tickets on them, not pay them, and not tell you about it. And today, Tim is the type of guy who can keep a woman happy and who can exist harmoniously in what, as near as I can tell, is a blissful long-term domestic relationship. But that's not an easy thing. I think that's difficult to do and praiseworthy. And I think Tim's emotional and spiritual development with Jeanette is most closely paralleled and illustrated by his dramatic improvement in living circumstances. When Tim first met Jeanette, he was living in a squalid basement apartment infested with spiders in the shadow of Popeye's chicken and fish. Today he lives in a beautiful Ravenswood apartment, expertly decorated in a mid-century modern style by Jeanette, with all of Tim's guitar stuff in a windowless hobby room. It's tradition in these speeches to tell some big, funny, embarrassing story about the groom. But I don't really have any of those. I think Dave Dalton and the crew from Western Illinois University probably have some of those stories from Tim's last years in Macomb County. But I don't have any of those, which is kind of strange because Tim and I actually spend a lot of time together. We run the marathon together every year. We go to shows together. We play in a punk band together called the Peeves. We're a band that was not allowed to play here this evening, even though all of the members are present. Nonetheless, no big funny stories. But what I love most is just having Tim in my life every day. And he really is. We live close together. It's unusual for me to go a week without seeing him or talking to him, even when I was in law school in Champaign or living in DC. It would be hard for me to do without Tim's Timness. And I think that's probably the way all of us feel about the people that we love the best. There's no big special thing that they do. There's nothing we can point to and they're like, that's why they're my best friend, or that's why I love my brother or my sister. It's just a lot of small things every day that are special to us. So Jeanette, that's what you get from now on. It's all these small, special moments with Tim. So take good care of him. He's yours now. You can't give him back. All sales are final. He's past the expiration date anyway. Tim, we love you very much. We're very, very proud of you. I am, in particular. Jeanette, we love you too. Welcome to the family. Everybody, you know what to do. Please raise your glass. But Tim,
I don't want my turkey to come untouched.